My neighbor gave me $120,000 in cash as a birthday gift and I do not know if this is illegal. Please help. I'm 17 as of last week. I live in Massachusetts, and I'm first generation, living with my father, who, legally, immigrated from Taiwan over 25 years ago. Financially, we're solid, though we live frugally. And while our home is pretty small, we live in a pretty good neighborhood. Actually, we're the most inexpensive home in a great neighborhood. Our neighbors on one side seem like nice people, but we have virtually no relationship with them outside of a friendly smile or wave when we see them. They're a young couple with 2 kids. Until last week, when the neighbor father showed up with $40,000 in cash, saying it was a birthday present for me, since I'd be looking at university soon and he wanted to see if he could help me out. There was a birthday balloon on my mailbox put up, partially as a joke, by a friend of mine. I didn't realize broadcasting this information could have such a repercussion. The surprisingly light donation, it was 4 10K stacks, all neat and with notation ribbons around them, was in a manila envelope. He told me not to worry about the tax on it as it was covered on his end. I stuttered a thank you and took it. I didn't realize at the time how much it was. I had peeked inside as it wasn't closed, but I had assumed it was stacks of 20 or something, or would be a few $1,000s, until I took it out and triple checked. My father is as weirded out as I am, but he's not really the sort to show much emotion. He basically told me it was my money, not his, and he hoped I'd use it well. My father further told me not to worry about if there was something illegal going on, that we would be protected from it, and that the person who makes the gift files the gift tax return. So that's probably what the neighbor meant when he gave me the gift. In the last week, my neighbor has left another 2 envelopes, each with the same amount of money. Even weirder, these were just left on the porch. No knocking, no note. This is a clear sign. To me something fishy is going on. But my father isn't bothered by any of this. I'm not sure what the next step is for me. Can I just accept this and deposit it into a bank? I deposited the first envelope. I haven't touched the latter 2. Do I need to be doing something different with taxes? Or alert my father as he does my taxes for me? If this is illegal, what is the likely illegal activity going on? Update. Earlier tonight, my father and I visited our neighbor to ask about what was going on. My father, who originally wanted no part in this, had a change of heart when I let him know I had received $120K total, where his cutoff point is between ignoring $40,000 and getting excited about $120,000. I'm not sure. I was expecting to see the man who gave me the money. Instead, it was just his wife, who, as it turns out, has been living here without him for a month, and had no idea about his generous donations. She was pretty shocked, and angry, though not at me, and she was very apologetic I was involved in this at all. For those who suggested this was an attempt to hide assets in preparation for a nasty divorce, it would seem you're right. I haven't heard his side of the story yet, and even if I did, it would just be his story. I'm not going to just hand off the envelope to her, or back to him, without proper notarization, to avoid any trouble down the line. After some discussion, we agreed on a mutually acceptable solution. I'll keep $60,000, and $60,000 will be returned to the couple, her, him. I don't really care as long as it's all notarized and witnessed. I'm sure some people will tell me that since the money was given to me, I could tell the wife to pound sand and return nothing. That may be true, but the whole exchange leaves me feeling a little icky about keeping it. I only had it as a FU to this woman. Anyway, this seems like a mutually acceptable solution where I get a huge donation towards my tuition and don't feel like I lost money.